And, there's part of me that is sitting there the whole time going, how ridiculous. But here's the thing. It's a habit. So by the time I got done working tonight, I didn't have time to get to the park. And I ended up riding my bike around and around my driveway for a half hour to get my workout in. And, there's part of me that is sitting there the whole time going, how ridiculous. But here's the thing. It's a habit, right? And there is so much uncertainty in the world, and there's so much you cannot control, so much you can't do anything about. But more powerful than all the uncontrollable circumstances or all the things you can't do anything about are the habits that you have, good and bad, because the good habits are going to lead you in the right direction long term. You may not see the effect right away, but you will see it. And bad habits have exactly the same power, not more, not less. They have the same. The problem is that bad habits are easy to do. And it's much easier for me to, grab a soda pop than it is to mix a drink that is healthy for me. It's much easier for me to stop into the fast food joint than it is to go home and cook a meal that is low fat and good for me. But good habits are also easy to do. It's just that they're easy not to do. That's the problem. And so the question isn't whether or not I had the perfect workout. The question is, am I adopting the daily habits that it takes to be successful? That's what it's all about. That's the most important thing. That's the question you have to be asking yourself. Are you developing the habits? They say 28 days, 1 month of doing something will develop the habit of doing it. So for the fact that, for example, I gave up soda pop, stopped drinking pop, stopped drinking, the sugary fountain beverages. I have done, committed to 5 and 6 days a week of a half hour workout in a strenuous heart rate zone. Those are 2 habits that I have developed. One, I added something, one, I took away something, but both of them are good for me long term. And so what are you doing to develop the habit? So are you doing a primo workout every day? Probably not. That was not a primo workout. And although I spent the entire thing in my target heart rate zone, and although I was about dead center in the target heart rate zone according to my Fitbit, according to the average heart rate that I had during that, I had a blowout of my tire while I was doing it. So I had to switch to another bicycle. Not everything's going to go your way. And I would dare say when you make a commitment to really improve yourself, things will come against you. Because that's just the way the world works. The universe, wants to know, are you serious about this? Is this something that you're really going to commit to? Because anybody can say they're going to commit to something, but when the going gets tough, do you still make it happen? Do you still do the thing? And that's what it's all about, creating the daily habit. And if I can do it, I promise you can do it. There's nothing special about Jim. I'm just a guy. But in anything that I have done that I've been successful in, I made certain daily habits. And dare I say, use the word religiously. I held to them religiously to say I will do that thing without fail, without compromise. And that's what's made the difference. And I know if I can do it, you can do it too. Hey, you guys have a great day. God bless.